Hello, dreamers. Welcome to Moral Stories by ANAF Glowing Star. Today, we bring you the last and most heartfelt episode of our Snow White series. This is a story of gratitude, courage, and new beginnings, because every ending carries the seed of a beautiful future. Let us begin. The forest was unusually calm that morning. Soft sunlight passed through the tall trees, and birds sang gently, as if they knew something special was about to happen. Snow White stood by the small window of the dwarf's cottage, holding a deep feeling in her heart. She knew the time had come. This forest had once been her shelter. The cottage had been her home when she had nowhere else to go. But now, Snow White felt stronger, wiser, and ready to begin a new chapter of her life. Before leaving, Snow White decided to walk through the forest one last time. She moved slowly, touching the trees and whispering thank you words. "Thank you for protecting me," she said softly. The animals gathered around her, deer, rabbits, birds, and squirrels. They circled her peacefully as if saying goodbye. Snow White smiled with teary eyes. "You all helped me when I was afraid," she said. "I will never forget your kindness." When she returned to the cottage, the 7 dwarfs were already awake. They could see from her eyes that this was not an ordinary day. Snow White stood before them, holding her hands together. "My dear friends," she said gently, "you gave me a home, love, and safety. Because of you, I learned what family truly means." One by one, Snow White hugged each dwarf. They didn't say much, but their smiles spoke louder than words. Each dwarf placed a small handmade gift into her hands, a reminder of the lessons they shared together. "Take these with you," they said, "and never forget who you are." Snow White stepped outside the cottage and took one last look at it. It was small and simple, but it had been filled with warmth and care. She felt sad, yet peaceful. This goodbye did not feel heavy, it felt hopeful. As Snow White walked forward, the path ahead seemed bright. She was no longer the frightened girl who once ran into the forest. She was now confident, kind, and brave. Far behind her, the dwarfs stood quietly, watching with proud hearts. They knew Snow White was ready. The forest felt calm again, as if it too was at peace. Snow White did not look back, not because she forgot, but because she carried every memory in her heart. Her journey was just beginning. And so, her story did not end with goodbye. It began with strength, kindness, and hope. Every ending teaches us something important. Snow White's story reminds us that gratitude makes farewells beautiful, and kindness prepares us for new beginnings. Thank you for watching this Snow White series with us. If you enjoyed this story, like, share, and subscribe to Moral Stories by ANAF for more inspiring tales. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep choosing kindness. Take care and sweet dreams.